Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from Wayward Witchcrafts and Books. So I'm just doing my February 2023 Fairyloot Young Adult subscription unboxing. I have already opened it just because it was pretty late this month. Obviously we're already going into our second week of March, and it was quite a wait and I couldn't help myself and just had to get told in before doing a video of it. I will say this going into it. I wasn't expecting big things of this box anyway, going by kind of what Fairyloot had released on their Instagram and what they'd said to expect in this box. And yeah, it was pretty much what they said it was going to be. It was a little bit underwhelming, a little bit disappointing. I am kind of at the stage where I'm thinking maybe I should cancel this subscription because I am starting to wonder, is it really worth the money every month? You know, it's times are difficult just now as it is with the price of, gas, heating, electric, fuel, groceries, just everything. So I am beginning to wonder if this is actually worth the £34.50 that I pay every month. That's £27 I think for the box, and then VAT and whatever on top of that and shipping. So yeah, for almost 35 quid a month, I'm starting to think it's not worth it, and that is as much as £35 doesn't go far nowadays, it's a lot of money to be parting with every month when you don't feel like you're getting the things that kind of value that money. But I don't know. I'm still kind of deciding. I mean, my March box is already, the money's come off for that anyway, so I have a couple of weeks to kind of try and decide what I'm doing. So yeah, let's get it open. Let's get going. So this is it. So yeah, as you can see, fairly empty box. Nothing, if I take out the wrapping, that is a pretty empty box for almost 35 quid a month. So yeah, you can probably understand why I was a bit underwhelmed. So first thing we've got is a mug, which I knew we were going to be getting, and don't get me wrong, I love a mug, but the problem is because I love a mug, I have far too many mugs. So I'm at the point now where mugs just they're a little bit disappointing to me in a subscription box because I have so many of them, and because we got a mug just a few months back, I feel like they should be spread out a bit more, but that's just me personally. So it's a From Blood and Ash mug, and it is designed by Avondale Art. So we'll open this so you can see it. There we go. So yeah, this is the mug here. As you can see, there's a little bit of foiling on it, just at the ends there. And then some of the artwork there. And then you can see it's got the Fairyloot logo at the bottom, and it says From Blood and Ash mug, do not microwave, hand wash only, and who the artwork is by. And then there is a little bit of art just on the inside as well. Don't get me wrong, I do think these are very well made, they're well executed, the art is beautiful. However, I do think this art is a little underwhelming compared to the last couple that we've had. But still a nice mug, but as I say, just I've got so many of them, I don't get too excited about mugs anymore. Next we have this, I think, what did they call it? They're calling it a pencil case. I think it's very big for a pencil case, to be honest. You could, by all means, if you've got a lot of stationery, you could use it as a pencil case, or maybe like some of your smaller tablets, like a Kindle or a Kindle Fire might fit in here. It could be a good cover for that. Maybe some of your smaller paperback books, it would, you could fit them in there, or you could use it as a makeup bag. So yeah, a lot of options for this. I do like this. It is well made. I like the pattern on it. It is very pretty. The quote, "The stars incline us, they do not bind us," and then the author's name, Chloe Gong here, and it's These Violent Delights, I think, is from what this is from. I've not actually read that, so I don't know. But it is well made, and I do like it, and it's a practical item. It won't go to waste. It is very nice, so I do like that one. Next, we have this Snow Oak pendant. So basically a necklace, and try and get that in the frame. This is the front of it, so you can see there is some like etched detailing on it, and the back is just kind of flat. Designed by Jez Hawk. It's like, I love a necklace, and I love a unique, kind of different looking necklace. And it is cute, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit cheap looking, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it might make my neck green. I don't know. And I'm not a snob in any way, shape or form when it comes to jewellery. I have some of the cheapest of the cheap jewellery in my jewellery cabinet. But I just feel like this one could have been executed slightly better. It's quite thin as well. There's not much to it. So, you know, this is kind of what I'm saying by the products not quite being up to scratch in the way, in regards to like how much money we're spending for it. You know, is it worth it, essentially? So, yeah, it is nice, but I just, a little underwhelmed. And then this is what bothers me. Sorry, my dog's needing a drink, which I will get her in a minute. This is what has been bothering me. So in, I think, was it December? December's box, I think it was, we got an art print. And then February's, again, we've got another art print. And I just think it is a bit of a cop-out to have an art print as an item in a subscription box that you're paying almost 35 quid for. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. It's very well made. It's, you know, foiled. It's nice. But I just think I'm paying almost, as I say, £35 a month for this, and the art print is a bit, you know, like, well, what was the cost of it? Maybe it did cost a lot, I don't know, but most people, what are they going to do with this? I am a crafter, so I will find a way to incorporate it, but a lot of people are not going to enjoy this, so I can understand why people are getting frustrated, because I'm not the only one who is frustrated with some of the items we've had recently, and I know that other people were disappointed with this box as well. So yeah, I just feel like an art print is not something that should be classed as an item on its own in a book box, but that's just my opinion. You know, there's people out there that love the art prints as an item, and that's fine. As I say, I'm not here to change anyone's mind or change anyone's opinion. All of my opinions in this video are my own, and I'm not here to push them on anybody, but yeah, I just, more underwhelming things. Then we have the monthly tarot cards, which again, they're beautiful. I really like these, the Two of Stars and the Ace of Stars. Very pretty done. I do like their tarot cards. You all know I'm quite into my witchy things, so tarots are, you know, up there for me, so I do enjoy these. And then this here is the kind of cheat sheet, the information card. That's the print on the front of it, and this just kind of tells you what is inside. So we've got the foiled mug, which depicts Poppy, Castile and Kieran from the Blood and Ash series, which again I've not read. The foiled art print is based upon Stephanie Garber's Once Upon a Broken Heart, and again I've not read it. Stephanie Garber gets quite a lot of kind of mentions in Fairyloot's box, so she's obviously very popular and very well liked, which, you know, good for her, delighted for her, but I've not read any of her books, so I don't know if any of them are any good, but I will look into that. Pencil case is a featured quote from These Violent Delights. It was right there, yes. And then the Snow Oak Pendant is from the Black Witch Chronicles by Laurie Forrest. I've never actually heard of them. I'll have to look that up because it sounds like something I would be quite interested in. The tarot cards of the month feature Imani as the Ace of Stars and Taha and Kiad as the Two of Stars. They're characters from Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim, which was obviously last month's Book of the Month. And then this month's featured Book of the Month is City of Nightmares by Rebecca Schaefer. So I'll open this up for you. Get rid of all this out the way just now. And then we shall see. So that's just the theme of the month, which is Morally Grey. And then inside there's some, basically an interview with the author. And then March releases to look out for, and next month's theme as well, kind of what to expect. This here is a letter from the author with a print on the front. I'll just kind of hold that there a second for you to see. But yeah, I think basically the book was inspired by the series Gotham, which again I've never watched. I do like comic book, superhero, things like that, and I love the Marvel franchise. However, I've never ever watched any of the DC stuff. So I've never seen Gotham, and to be honest, it's probably not something I would watch. So yeah, I think that was what the book was kind of inspired off of, and that's just the author's letter about it there, which I've held long enough, so if you want to pause the video and read it, you can. And then this is the book here, City of Nightmares by Rebecca Schaeffer. It is a very pretty book, I have to say, and I think I do prefer this one to the original kind of release that's come out. The original one's quite red and very kind of dark looking, which is fine, which is obviously the tone of the book, but I like the red and the kind of black of the original cover is just a bit too much for my likings, whereas I like this kind of softer gradual toning. It's a bit nicer in my eyes. That's the spine there. You've got the title and author's name, and then the back, face your fear or become your nightmare. Really pretty edges, kind of gradient in from like a night sky, kind of the dark into the violet lilac colours, and then same down here is, I think that's maybe, is it a dragon potentially? Could be, or a pterodactyl maybe, who knows. And then again the gradient down and into the peachy kind of pink colour, which is very pretty. I do like that. They've done well with the spraying. And then inside you've obviously got what the book is about. So it says, ever since her sister became a man-eaten spider and slaughtered her way through town, 19-year-old Ness has been terrified. Terrified of some other nightmare murdering her, and terrified of it ending up like her sister. Because in Newham, the city that never sleeps, dreaming means waking up as your worst fear. Whether that means becoming a nightmare that's monstrous only in appearance or transforming it into a twisted, unrecognisable creature that terrorises the city, no one is safe. Ness will do anything to avoid becoming another victim, even if that means lying low among the friends of the Restful Soul, a questionable organisation that may or may not be a cult. But being a member of this maybe cult has a price. In order to prove herself, Ness cons her way into what's supposed to be a simple job for the organisation, only for it to blow up in her face. Literally. Tangled up in the aftermath of an explosive assassination, now Ness and the only other survivor, a nightmare boy who Ness suspects has planned to eat her, must find their way back to Newham and uncover the sinister truth behind the attack, even as the horrors of her past loom ominously near. So I kind of got mixed feelings about this book. Part of it sound like some, like up my street, you know, it's like a serial killer kind of in the background, which I love. I love all things kind of, you know, true crime, and love Criminal Minds and all that stuff, so I'm a big fan of that. The fact as well that, you know, there's a bit of a cult in it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not into cults and I am not in part of a cult, but you know, it's interesting to watch kind of the stories of how cults become and what happens in cults. Again, fans of true crime biographies and things like that, so that bit intrigues me. But then the other bit of, you know, waking up as your worst nightmare where you want to eat people, and yeah, it's a bit strange kind of for me, but we'll see. I might give it a go. There's nothing on the reverse of the dust jacket, and these are the end papers here. I'm assuming this is Ness, with a backdrop to Newham there, which kind of looks a little bit like New York City. And then same here, we've got Ness, and then I'm assuming this is the guy she's working with who she suspects wants to eat her. And then you've got the book cover on its own. It's not actually like a smooth book cover, it's quite rough. It's like a canvasy kind of feeling, with a city backdrop, and again you've got the spine with the title and the author's name, and then again the city backdrop, and that must be a pterodactyl, not a dragon. So I was close. Well, to be fair, I did say pterodactyl, it was my second guess. So yeah, beautiful book. I don't know if I'm going to read it or not. It does intrigue me, but I don't know if it intrigues me enough to want to read it, but we'll wait and see. And there's of course the Fairyloot bookmark that you get every month. So yeah, that is February's box. As I said, quite underwhelming, quite disappointing, but it is what it is. Can't love every month, I suppose, and I'm sure some people will have absolutely loved this month's stuff. and that's great. Just didn't quite hit the mark for me. So yeah, I don't know. I might cancel it. I might not. It's a difficult decision just now. I'll see what March's box says and go from there. I'm also thinking, you know, I'm kind of looking back on stuff that I have gotten in past boxes and some of the books as well that are not necessarily up my street and I won't read, and I'm just keeping them because they look very pretty because they're special editions. I might maybe set up um a Fairyloot box with a mixture of books and products from, you know, different months and maybe sell them on eBay or Facebook or whatever. See if anyone might be interested in them that way. And that might be an idea for me to do. And then that way I can keep the subscription because I suppose I'd be making a little bit of money back off of it, and some other person can, you know, if get their hands on stuff that they really want to, if they really like the things that I don't necessarily like. So yeah, I'll play around and I'll see. I'll figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, that is February 2023's YA subscription box, and that's the morally grey theme. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. That would be fab. And I will be back soon with more videos. Hopefully won't wait as long for March's Fairyloot box, and then obviously the Witch Casket box should be out this coming week actually. So yeah, lots to look forward to and lots more kind of crafting stuff to be doing as well. I have made some more things, so I'll get those videos up as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all soon. Okay, bye.